Hello. No, I'm Joni. Well, guess what? 2015, when all the husbands had cancer, guess what happened? I remember sitting with my husband who had cancer in the bedroom. We heard a noise coming from the attic. My husband said he'll check it out. He went up to the attic and he checked it. He said he thought it was just animals. He couldn't tell if anybody was up there or not. He didn't see anybody. The neighbor, after we had had a bad windstorm, the neighbor told us that there were pieces taken off the ceiling next to our bedroom, next to my husband and I's bedroom. Well, guess what? No wind could have done that. Because it was an overhang. It would have been impossible. And guess what? There were like 2 or 3 missing. Like somebody had climbed up in there and they had. The Ukraine did. Somebody from the Ukraine climbed up into our attic and radiated my husband so badly between therapies, between his chemo and radiation, that he was ready to go before his 4th chemo. He would have had 3 more chemos had they not radiated him so badly from the ceiling into the bedroom. They killed him. They deliberately killed him. And that makes me mad, people. That makes me very mad. They did that to all the husbands. They really did. They did it so that they would go all at once. And then yours truly could, like Biden, his name's Biden, could steal $1.8 billion from the widows and their accounts. Not kidding. I'm serious. They did it deliberately to us. And then the thing is, they arranged it so that the widows would be cornered by the scammers and taken and killed by alligators. And then on top of that, the ones that slipped through the scammers' fingers, they took and fabricated stories against and made it sound like they deliberately killed their husbands when they did not. Yeah, that's what they did. They did that to all the widows. Those widows that were told they were guilty were not, because their husbands were radiated to death in between therapies. They wanted all of them gone at once so that Biden could cash in, so that the politicians could cash in on the campaign. And then they figured that way, if they got rid of the widows also, the widows would not be able to talk about it. I can't let that go. Not when they did that to my husband. Not when they were radiating my husband behind my back. And then now they want to fabricate a story against me and use it to put me in court and tell me I'm guilty. Now, do you know how mad that makes me? Okay, you widows should be speaking out. What's wrong with you? If you've ever been told you were guilty, you go and speak out. You tell them you're not. Because you're not. Our husbands were radiated to death behind our backs in our very own homes. And the Ukraine did it. I'm serious. I have proof. I definitely have proof. And I can prove it. More ways than one. I mean, we had a hole going into our attic at our house. I'm not kidding. And they never once told me what they were doing or anything. My husband and I sat there clueless, wondering what that noise was in the attic that whole time. Now you think I'm not mad? You got another thing coming. I'm more than mad. I am very mad. And I think it's wrong what they did. And I think more people should speak out. Because I'll tell you what, I'm being radiated as I'm speaking to you by the satellites. And these guys gave me a virus that's going to kill me and kill my legs. They're getting away with murder. The Ukraine is. At our expense. And that's not right. I'm telling you. The Ukraine are getting away with too much. And they need to be stopped. And so does who's ever in charge of them. And whoever knows about them. I'm serious. I am more than serious. And I know I'm right because I saw the Ukraine at the apartment parking their truck right outside my window. And I'll tell you what, windows don't lie. Because their window in their truck had UK on it. That's how I know, people. That's exactly how I know. The Nazis, the American Nazis, neo-Nazis, snuck into the country, made camps, set up camp all through the United States, came after our husbands, and all that when they had cancer, and killed them right behind our backs. They made houses look haunted. Realtors got double pay when they did that. Because there's no such thing as a haunting. Sorry. No such thing as a haunted house. They have done everything that you can ever imagine. The Ukraine has. They had their hand in the medical clear back in the 70s. Especially mental health. I'm not kidding. And these guys, they need to be fried just like they fried our husbands. I'm serious. My husband was black inside from what they did to him. That's not right, people. That's not right at all. And they should not have gotten away with that. And I'm here to tell you that Ukraine is dirty as all get out, and they are bloody, and they need to be taken out of this country once and for all. That's all I can say. It's not right that they got away with that. It really isn't. And you need to speak up, and you need to speak out. You need to let your country know what they did. That's why a lot of husbands lost muscles out of their ears. That's why they were in such bad shape. They wouldn't have been in that bad a shape with just radiation from the cancer center alone. I'm serious. Speak up, speak out before it's too late. Please, stop being silent. Stand together, not apart, and tell them what they did. Stand up to them. Don't be afraid. Fear is the enemy's weapon. Peace and love is God's weapon. But we need to let them know that we're tired of our husbands having had that done to them and that it's wrong. Take care and God bless. Bye now.